Hello and welcome back to day 19 of 21 days of strong core challenge. Today we are again going to start with warm up and then we will start with our 3 exercises for the core building. To begin our warm up, we'll start with wide squat position and we will just raise our heel one heel at a time. You can hold the weight or not in your hand when doing this because we are going to modify this movement and make it more complex for a very effective warm up in a very short time. All you have to do is you hold the weight or any water bottle or nothing at all and then just move it around your head and then do a partial chest press and come back. So you are essentially doing wide squat and then around the head and then a chest press, a wide squat around the head and a chest press, and then you will make sure that you are doing it in clockwise direction and followed by anti-clockwise direction. Since we are almost at the end of our 21 days challenge, we are making our movements a little bit more complex so that your body can adapt to this change. We'll do a lot of compound movement in the warm up as well as during our 3 exercise of the day. For this particular exercise, we are doing a waist cincher as well as we are actually working out our arms. All you have to do is you start in the prayer position, on a high prayer position, and then just you try to touch the side of your legs or side of your knee. So essentially you're bending towards your right side and then eventually on the left side, and you're trying to work the side part of the body, and you're also opening your shoulders. Just make sure that you are doing this on the side and not in front, and make that in a very slow gradual motion. Eventually you can speed it up if you want, but this is the primary motion that we are going to do. Last one for the warm up would be our basic essential jumping jacks. You can do it anyway, and you can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can just step it forward, or you can use a compound movement where you move your hand forward and then sideward. This particular exercise is known as spider plank. All you have to do is you have to be in a high plank position, and then you just move one foot or one knee towards the side of the body. So you're essentially putting a wide knee in front of the body. You can try to place your foot in front or not, it's up to you. So do it alternately so you are not fatiguing one side of your body. Just do it for 45 seconds, trying to keep your core tight and muscles engaged while doing this, and keep on breathing. Our second exercise also starts in high plank position, but here we are doing half burpees. Depending on your flexibility, you can come on your toes or you can put or plant your whole feet on the ground. When you do this particular motion, try to make it as symmetric as possible and breathe in, breathe out whenever you're doing this. Breathe out and jump forward, breathe in, go back. So we also call this position plank tucks. My whole posterior chain in the body is tight, so my ankles are tight, my hips are tight, so I'm not able to plant my whole feet onto the ground. But if you can, just go with it. Just judge based on what your body can do today. Our third exercise is reverse lunge to side crunches. All we have to do is you put one foot forward and one foot in the back. So it's called reverse lunge. When you put the one foot back, it's called reverse lunge. And then you just move that foot towards side crunch with your hand over your nape of the neck, and then you're crunching on the same side. So if you start with the right leg, you just put your right leg in reverse lunge and then come back and do the side crunch. So we are actually hitting the waist muscle as well as we are trying to basically build the booty or the buttocks. So you're trying to cinch your waist and build your buttocks in this particular exercise. Whatever is done on the right side has to be repeated on the left side for a perfect balance. So make sure you do the other side. You can even switch the timing based on your fatigue level. So you can, instead of doing 45 seconds, you can do it for 30 seconds on one side, then 30 seconds on other side, then again 30 seconds on one side and 30 seconds on other side. That way is just break it apart, but make sure that you are maintaining the form. Once you are tired, you might not be able to maintain the form. Now in the second round, you can either plant your feet in forward position in spider plank, or you can even hover it in the air. Try to make it a little bit more wider angle than what I am trying to do. It has particularly to do with the flexibility of an individual. So try to make it more wide knee when you're trying to do this spider plank. And if you're not able to do that, just plant your feet forward and come back. That is also going to open up your groin area, open up your hip area, and it's going to build your buttocks as well. The next exercise is plank tucks or half burpees. Again, depending on your flexibility, try to plant your whole feet when you come forward in half squat or almost squat position. It will again depend on the ankle flexibility of your ankle joint. Mine is tight, so I'm not able to do a lot. So my hip is also tight, my whole posterior chain is tight. So make sure you are not falling off just like me. Try to balance yourself. If you're tired, take a break. You do not have to do this for 45 seconds, but if you can, just do this. Coming to our third exercise for round 2, it's again reverse lunge to side crunch. Just make sure that you remember which leg you were doing last, so you are not very much fatigued. And then you start with one leg, and the same leg will also do the crunching part. So you are essentially crunching on the same side you are lunging. So if it's your right side, you do that for 45 seconds, then you repeat the same for the other side. After doing 2-3 rounds of this particular exercise, if you do not have pain, you'll notice that your mobility has increased and you can go a little bit farther than what you were able to do in the first round. And that is after the warm up and after the 2 rounds of the exercise. And it happens with most of us when our muscles begin to relax and let us ease into the movement that we desire to do. So try to take full advantage of this particular situation and try to make your knees wider when you do this particular exercise. So here we are with the end of our exercise session for day 19 of the 21 days of exercise strong core challenge. And you need to repeat these exercises for 3 to 4 sets before you cool down and stretch. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll come back with day 20. Thank you.